Doesn't he kind of look like Ray Romano?
Deborah.
Off-campus housing.
Living off campus is exciting and awesome, yet
very inconvenient at times.
and terrifying.
Great group of guys.
Great group of guys.
Over there in Hobbit Square.
Mr. McCann. Mr.
Hey,
McCann.
Mr. McCann, hey, how you doing?
It's literally like the best thing
It
ever.
is.
Living off campus is good because it gives you a nice sense of freedom and independence.
Well, I'm in a house with 6 people, so that's pretty much nothing compared to most other houses, but essentially every weekend we wake up with at least like 4 people sprawled out in the living room, on the couches.
I live in a house off campus with 14 girls, 2 kitchens, 1 floor doesn't have a dishwasher.
We have 12 and a bunny, so I guess
You have an
It's
absurd
13.
amount of animals in
I guess
your
that's
house.
13. Yeah, we had a dog next door, but he lived with us.
Wasn't there something else too?
A cat, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a cat. It's gone. We don't know.
Where did
We don't know. Don't want to talk about it.
But then a house with 14 boys next semester, or next year, I think that's going to be even more interesting. 14 boys, like seniors in college.
Well, we have 7 in a 6-person house.
5-person.
5-person house.
So we got bunk beds. We didn't get bunk
No
beds.
bunk beds.
But we should get bunk beds.
If we got bunk beds, there'd be a lot more room for activities.
I think a lot of the off-campus housing is about like the hype, like leading up to getting into that house. And then you get there and you're like, ooh, like you have to pay a bill every month.
Yeah.
Nothing is as humbling as receiving your first utilities bill and realizing that you have to unplug literally everything you own 5 seconds after using it because you don't want to spend more than $20 a month on electricity.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about utilities.
But I do, and it's not fun.
It's like the household responsibility that you didn't think you had before, like cleaning and cooking and cleaning.
Then you realize you have to cook and
I don't do
clean
that.
and, or you can just hire a maid.
You just don't want to do it, so you just wait all weekend and then it's Sunday night and you still just don't do it.
I've been to houses where I've seen the ceiling bowing. I saw my floor like concaving in, and I was like, oh my god, are we all gonna die? Especially when the song Shout comes on. So it's
Or
like,
jump around. Jump around. The whole
Shout,
ceiling comes
and then it's
down.
just like, don't do that.
I had an interesting situation where I happened to be banging a ceiling recently, and some of the debris from the ceiling fell into my hair, so that for 2 days afterwards I was like scratching out chunks of ceiling debris.
But it's having a good time, so no one really cares.
It's the Leaning Towers of Providence.
Mhm.
It's incredible.
Go Friars.
Yeah.
I think the worst part is the winter. Walking to campus from off campus almost makes it not worth it.
There was one time I was walking like past McBinney, the wind hit me, and I didn't know whether to like scream, to cry, or to just like stop. I did all 3 at the same time.
The sidewalks, they should probably plow those or something.
Yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't know. I would drive by them and I'm like, oh, this is terrible. Someone should do something about
not that you
that.
walk on them.
Yeah, I don't walk on them.
And that's why I don't go to the gym as much. I should, but
Okay, yeah,
It's
so
the walk.
that's his excuse.
yeah, yeah.
That's my problem, is that I don't like to go to the gym, and now I really don't like to go to the gym.
Yeah, I have to like bring a lot more stuff than I usually would to campus.
It's true, you gotta
And my back hurts by the
pack
end
an
of the
overnight bag just to
It's
go
really
to class.
upsetting. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm usually late to class.
I was walking to Slavin today and I had like tears freezing on my face and everyone thinks you're crying. You have to explain to them that you're not actually crying. Sometimes you are actually crying.
Yeah, I drove here, so I don't walk.
Yeah, we drove here. Not proud of it.
From the risk of a parking ticket.
Yeah, we're in the
but
15-minute
it
parking
happened.
spot right now, so hopefully we can wrap this up pretty quickly.
Next question.
If you guys have friends that have cars, don't use them, but utilize them.
Utilize them. That's a good way.
That makes sense.
Although today's a beautiful day. You should have walked.
Yeah, no.
I drove. We're being very cautious and safe by driving.
Yeah, do you want to ride home? Sure. Okay.